the beat. You know what I won't blaze up. Come on, blaze up.
It's the beat for me.
Wah 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 for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we love. For your boy, for your boy, for your boy, for your boy. Also for your boy, fix it for your boy. Drop it for your wah 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 for your wah 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 wah. Lift it up.
I see dead people.
Y'all couldn't hear that? Y'all couldn't hear it? Hold on. Y'all got to see this video. It's funny. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know why it's not letting you hear. Let me try it one more time. Let me know if you can hear it. My bad. I have to share through a whole nother window. I don't know what's going on with my Instagram on this, man. Let me see. Can you put it? Let me know if you can hear this when I play it again.
You better not fall off this video. I got you. Yeah, yes, it did.
Can y'all hear that? Okay. If y'all could hear it, I'm going to start it over. If y'all can hear it, I'm going to start it over. All right.
Oh, shit, man. Look, I was riding up Diamond. I heard this old man saying, hey, catch that bus. Catch that bus, man. Catch that bus. We got to get it. Look at the bus right there. Yeah, for real. And look at the old man. We got it now. We got it now, you bitch, you. Hey, you bitch, you. I got you. You better not fall out this fucking truck. You done drive and hit a rock. How you do this? You better not fall off this bitch. I got on, but fall on that motherfucker, but I got you. Yeah, yes, it did. How you do that, bitch? Oh, shit, how you do that sound? Yeah, man. What's your name, G-Man and Love, Dave. When I go, it ain't no fucking more, but I'm here. Oh, shit, man. Look.
When I tell you this man sound like my grandma, he looked like her too a little bit. Man, shout out to P-Town Boy. He jumped on the side of that man's car and told him, catch up to the bus. I don't know who on the bus. I don't know who he looking for on the bus, but whoever on that bus. He said, yeah, I caught up with you, you bitch, you. Good Friday. Happy Educational Friday. Happy Educational Friday. Shout out to everybody in the building. Get in here and get the likes up on the video. We got a little show today. Get in here and get the likes up on the video. Shout out to everybody that's here. Educational Friday will be going down this evening. When I get off of here, I'm going to buy my plants for my garden. I listened to my man talking about I ain't supposed to plant my stuff yet. Now I feel like I'm behind. So I will be going to buy my stuff for my garden. I will be gardening this weekend. So yes, I'm already black, but I'm about to get blacker. So prepare yourselves accordingly. This is an annual thing for me if you've been around here, girl. I'm about to be a little bit more blacker because I'm about to get in that sun. You feel what I'm saying? Girl, come on in. I'm trying to see if Topcast could come on this evening. I don't be checking my Instagram DMs a lot, and that's probably a bad thing. But I got Topcast's number. I'm going to call him. I want to see if Topcast could come on this evening and do the Zulu thing for us, or whatever the case may be. And speaking of the Zulu thing, I want to show y'all something. See, this is the thing about the South Africans that are having this issue. Not all South Africans. Shout out to the Africans and the South Africans. Not all. You know what I'm saying? But let me say this to the ones who online with the fake outrage with the Zulu stuff that ain't gonna stop. Let's start there first. See, I find it funny that first of all, they say stuff like, oh, the blackface is mocking South Africans. I've said this before on the channel. First and foremost, blackface was made and created to mock Black Americans, not South Africans, not West Africans, not East Africans, not no Africans. Blackface was created to mock Black Americans. So let's start there first. You can't get offended by something that was never meant to offend you. Okay, let's start there first. But secondly, they don't understand the history to why the crew does do what they do or whatever the case may be. But then they rather turn around and point fingers about, oh, this is racist, this is racist. When I told y'all, them people are a mixture of clear and African. Let's start there first. The so-called Zulu is supposed to be a mixture of clear and African. But then they have this stuff like this right here. And this is what I don't understand. This is what I don't understand. This is just me. First of all, only half of you should be offended if one of y'all sound like you are offended. Okay? If one of y'all want to play offended, then only half of you should be offended. Secondly, girl, how y'all figure y'all gonna come all the way to New Orleans where we've been doing this over 100 years and try to stop it? It ain't gonna happen. We gonna roll every year. We gonna roll every year. And just because they feel some type of way, we really gonna roll. Okay, but I saw this festival that happens in South Africa. It's called the Caps Clopes or whatever, or Cape Town Minstrel Carnival. Is a vibrant annual tradition in Cape Town, South Africa, rooted in the city's slave history and influenced by American influence by American. That's why I say any African with that fake outrage stuff, stop the cap, because it was never about you. It has never been about you. Okay? It's never been about you. You trying to play victim. But it's influenced by American minstrel shows featuring colorful parades, music, and costumes. Okay? But it's the fake outrage for me. Okay? It's the fake outrage. Everything is influenced by us. Even our pain. Even our pain causes an influence for other clears across the world. Stop playing. And shout out to South Africa. I don't have no problem with South Africa, but y'all better get these people who just got their internet. Y'all better get them. Because they're going to make us say F everybody. You feel what I'm saying? And as much as we fought, and as far as our ancestors and our people, Brother Khalid Muhammad, one of the things that he was criticized for was how he criticized the fact that Nelson Mandela sold y'all up the river, how we fought for through apartheid and all of that stuff for y'all. Y'all better tread light. Y'all really need to be treading light. I ain't even gonna hold you. Y'all really need to watch and mind your manners, because it seems like y'all can't hack it on your own. Tread very light. They already, Elon already ready to send them folks in there behind y'all. Don't do that. Don't do that. But I tell you what, to Black America, this should be, see, back then our ancestors thought about this Pan-African stuff. Oh, we help everybody that's Black because we all the same. Every chance they get, they show us that we are not the same. Every single chance they get into Black America, whatever else they got going on, we minding our business and putting our boots on the ground and eating our food. Okay? And speaking of boots on the ground, somebody sent me a doggone and I'm only putting her up here. I don't want to promote her, but I'm only putting her up here because somebody sent this in the email and I was mad when I read it. So apparently somebody, apparently somebody, a clear woman, what's her name? A clear woman who does boots on the ground stuff or whatever the case may be. She's, first of all, you Negroes is weird. Super duper weird. There's a clear woman who told y'all she got Black in her. They never have to show it or prove it. They just have to say it and you niggas go with the move. But there's a clear woman on here who told y'all she's Black, right? And then she's charging Negroes, and Negroes are paying $6,000, okay, to come over there and let her, hold on, what's her name? Janelle. There she go. $6,000 to come and show y'all how to do the boots on the ground. You cannot make this up. And this the crazy part. She was charging $6,000. Then somebody Black tried to get on, and she told them, no, it's no longer $6,000, it's $8,000. What is Black people? This is what I want to ask Black people. What is wrong with you? Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? This is a real question to Blacks, to Black Americans. Because see, we talk a lot about a lot of other people, but we never want to get into what's going on with us. Are you okay, Black Americans? All of the stuff we got going on, and y'all going to run behind a clear woman with a little tight curl on her head, telling you she half Black, but I don't see it. And y'all really mad that she's upping the price on you? She's a colonizer. Girl, who the hell? Girl, I don't know why these foreign people be calling me. I should answer it on here. Girl, who is this? These foreign people be calling me. Since we on here, let's get into it. Allow the mic. What's up? Because now you done pissed me off. Hello. Hello. What do you want, young man? Where's you from? What's going on?
Yeah, I just want to say hi to you.
You want to say hi to me?
Yeah.
Where you from?
I'm from Nigeria.
Nigeria?
Yeah.
How you found me?
I found you on Facebook.
But what made you call me? I don't know you.
Yeah, likewise do I don't know you, but I just want to make friends.
Okay, what part of Nigeria you from?
Yeah, I'm from Lagos State.
Lagos?
Lagos State, Nigeria.
You got money?
Yeah, I work. So why would I get money?
You make a lot of money?
No, not that really. I make money. I make money in 2 weeks.
Who you live with? You live with your mama?
My mom is late. I live alone.
You live alone?
Yeah?
You have a nice house?
Yeah?
Let me see your house.
No, I'm at work now.
You at work?
I'm at work presently.
What you do? Where you work at?
I work in a club.
You gonna send me some money?
You need, like, we haven't known each other, so I will just send you some money. Let's know each other.
Oh no, baby, I don't have time for that. I need money. If I don't have no money, then we don't need to talk. Bye. Have a good evening, baby. Yeah, let me get you up off of here. Let me get you clean, smooth up off of here. Thanks and appreciate you. I appreciate you. I don't have time, okay? If he not gonna send me some money, what is we talking about? Okay? Now, moving on, because I ain't got time. Let me log out this Facebook, girl, because he is gonna call back for sure. Moving on. Back to the clear girl. Let's get her back on here, because this is why I was over here. Right. I should have got on my girl. I need land and $100,000. The fuck, girl. Anyways, back to the girl Janelle. Black Americans, let me tell y'all something. Y'all have to be the slowest people Martin Luther King died for. This is the girl y'all running to pay. Y'all are paying this clear girl to come over here and do a boots on the ground and lead a trail ride. Have you lost your black minds? Have you lost your black minds? Y'all have to stop with this. Stop running to the slaver to get your things, okay? Please. The fact that y'all even thinking about booking her is ridiculous. Stop it. Because while we point the fingers at everybody else about how they be cooning and all of that stuff, it's a lot of coon pies in our, in our not diaspora, but in the Black American culture as well. Stop it. But she's black. She's got black in her. Prove it. Y'all is different. And at this point, like I say, it's going to be a lot of sympathizers that's going to have to go along with them. Y'all want to sympathize with everybody? There's going to be a lot of sympathizers that's going to be over there with the enemy. Let me say that again. There's going to be a lot of sympathizers that's going to have to, if you side with the enemy, you're going to have to go over there with them. Okay? I'm telling you now. If you sympathizing that much, you're going to have to go over there with them. China Richie, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you. Miss Finesse, thank you. I'm sorry, super chat. Thank you for becoming a new member, Miss China Richie. I appreciate you. Thank you for becoming a new member, Miss Finesse. Thank you for becoming a new member. And Mills, what's going on? Voodoo about to retire. She got an African prince. Child, he work at the restaurant. And he didn't want to send me no money. Now, don't get me wrong. If he would have sent me some monions, we probably would have been able to talk about it. But yeah, he don't want to send me no money. Talking about we need to get to know each other first. That's cap. You know why I know that's cap? Because if I just got on the phone with him, off of him, and I would have said, what's going on? And he would have said, send me some pictures. If I would have said we need to get to know each other first, he wouldn't have liked that. So I don't like it. He full of crap and he ain't got no money. Hey, Mims. For real. He would have wanted some pictures. You feel me? He would have wanted some pictures. He wouldn't have been waiting then. Then he would have been hollering, okay. Mm-hmm. Now let's get into the show, y'all. We have a show today. Did y'all know Toni Braxton was married to the Birdman? Talking about she been knowing him for 15 years. Something wrong with them Braxtons. I've been telling y'all. Did I bring that pen over here? Don't worry about it. I'll give him another one. Then we're going to talk about these helicopter crashes. I told y'all helicopters are the most dangerous aircraft you can board. I get it. It's fun. Y'all see the people on the romantic things talking about, oh, my man booked the helicopter for me. The helicopter is the most dangerous aircraft you can ever board. Argue with your mom. Or the wings on the helicopter. I don't know. Okay? But we gonna get into it. Brit Eady is over there ODing this victimhood thing, and I'm over it. Ray J said he's ready to crash out. I'm ready for him to just crash out and get it over with. Soulja Boy sued for $4 million, and they lost the lawsuit. $4 million. Because for SA and some other stuff, battery and all that stuff. And then we're going to get into the SAVE Act because y'all know we got to do the real IDs now, right? Y'all asking what I'm drinking. This is water with lime in it. I made a big old jug. I don't know if y'all was on my live yesterday evening, but I made a big old jug with a whole bunch of fruit in there. I had lemon, lime, orange, apples, kiwi, strawberries. But this is just lime because I didn't make my jug for over here. When I was by my man, I made him a jug, but I'm about to make me some. But for now, I didn't have time before the live came on. So I just put a few lemon in there. But that's all it is. Just water, y'all. Just water. Just water. Just water. That's it. So, anyways, it's very refreshing. It's very refreshing. If y'all ever, instead of water with lemon, the Negro drink. You know, Negroes love going to the restaurant asking for water and lemon. I get it. It's in the blood. Try a little lime next time. Ask them for a little lime. And unless you're in there trying to make lemonade. Oh, yes, got your number. Did used to be a waitress. And I used to remember the people coming in there. Can I get water with extra lemon? Then you bringing them extra lemon. You got sugar. I got sweet and low. But I saw I got sweet and low. Equal. You want some equal? You will not make lemonade at my table, girl. I'm windmilling behind that. No, I'm not. No, you're not. No, you're not. I have equal and sweet and low. What's up? You want it or no? What's up? Do you want it or no? I'm just saying, because I know how you Negroes is. Y'all get down to the restaurant. Y'all ask them people, or especially if it's a big group of y'all, can we get a whole round of water with extra lemons? Girl, my spot, I be drove on the inside because I already know what y'all about to do. Go and take the lemonade. Go and bring the equals out. What's up? Look, y'all gonna be having diet lemonade playing with me. Girl, please. But anyway, unless you want to you're not making lemonade, try with a little lime next time. Try with a little lime next time. It's really good. Let's get into this real ID thing really quickly because that's important. I want to say, when is the deadline for the real IDs? Are anybody privy to that? I saw it at the airport. I want to say like July or something. I want to say like July or something was it what it was. So if you guys don't know, you have to have a real ID. And if I'm not mistaken, it's May. Is it okay? It's May 7th. May 7th. I don't know if y'all know about this, but you have to have a real ID by May 7th. Now, a lot of y'all are saying, well, what's a real ID? I have a license. I have an ID. What's the big deal? Well, this is the big deal. So, and I don't know what this is about. I don't know why this is a thing now, but apparently the IDs we've had, I want to say if you got it in Georgia, I can only speak for Georgia because I had to check my license. If you got your ID within the last, I want to say maybe 5 or 6 years, maybe a little bit more. Don't quote me on it because I called the DMV. But if you had those a real ID, if you had an ID in Georgia by that time, you have a real ID. In Georgia, there's a little star. There's a little star on your license and or your ID, and that indicates that you have a real ID. In Georgia, it's a star. Now, if y'all have, like, I don't know if it's different per state, but in Georgia, it's a little star on side of your license, okay? Okay, those are real IDs. Now, granted, the ones prior to that, they already, you did get them from the DMV. Like they're legit, but not really for real. So basically, you have to go in with your birth certificate or passport or something very concrete to show who has a real ID. Without the real ID, you will not be able to travel as far as a flight for sure. You will not be able to catch any flights. They're going to probably do the same thing with the trains. I'm not sure if they'll do it with buses, but I'm pretty sure for long distance traveling, you're gonna have to have that real ID. Unless you plan on getting in your vehicle and going everywhere you need to go, you probably need to get a real ID. They say it's by May 7th. Let me also add this. Right now, it's saying only for travel. Right now, it's only for travel. Right now, it's only for travel. Don't sleep on that. Do not sleep on that, because they're saying that today, tomorrow, or another, or you know what I mean, months down the line. You never know if they say, okay, not only travel, it's going to affect period. So if you don't have a real ID as your license is invalid. Just I'm a proactive person, not reactive. So I in my opinion, I would just go and get the real ID. That's just me. Just in case. Yep, voting is definitely affecting voting and everything. And this is why I believe conspiracy theory, but this is why I believe they're doing this. In the last 4 years, they let in a crap ton of people into the United States. A lot of those quote unquote citizens that were coming in seeking asylum, a lot of those people did not go through the proper way. This is just what I'm assuming. You know what I mean? And I'm thinking what's happening is, what the people are saying is, hey, we need to figure out who's who are legal citizens of the United States. Now, granted, every yin has a yang. Trust and believe there's something sinister behind this real ID. Let's really be clear about that. This isn't for your safety. Nothing that the government does is for you. Okay, let's really be clear about that. But I also think it that it's to kind of wash out the people who are not real so-called citizens. That's what I think it is. But anyway, there was this thing called the SAVE Act. The SAVE Act, let me pull that up here, because that's what's driving a lot of this. Is it this window? Okay. All right. So the SAVE Act is a thing, right? And this was passed and voted on by Republicans, obviously, and Democrats, and it went through. So that means, let me go up here, move a little higher. That means the House has passed the SAVE Act. That means anything falling under that act will go through as planned. It says the House passed the SAVE Act. Hold on. The House passed the SAVE Act 220 to 208. That's the votes. Requiring proof of citizenship to register to vote in federal elections, a passport, which most Americans don't have, a birth certificate with your current legal name, which 69 million married women lack, or military service papers, DD 214. Let me say this, the whole thing with the married women and the birth certificate matching your married name, that is a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie. Don't believe that. Trust and believe, if you have something showing your marriage, probably a marriage certificate or something like that, they're not going to penalize you, because obviously your birth certificate will never have your married name on it. So that's a lie. Okay. Yes. And that's another thing. Thank you for bringing that up, Don, because I didn't even know this. In Georgia, they say the real ID been here for like the last, when I got my Georgia license in 2020, they say the real ID been in Georgia for like 10 years. Just in case for the people in the bike, y'all think when y'all hear about it in the news, it just happened. I got my Georgia license because I had been holding on to my Louisiana license since forever. In 2020 is when I got my license, and they told me, oh, you good. So y'all got to catch up. Mustard, y'all behind. Yeah, they just putting it on the news. So remember, this is the government we're talking about. This is the government we're talking about. I got my license in 2020, and them folks told me, oh, you good. We been did that. So you get it? So I don't know, y'all. It's probably different in different states, but it's just saying, in Georgia have a 10-year lifespan on your license. So I won't be renewing my license till 2030. So I'm just saying, because people like to tie this specifically to one person, like Trump or whatever the case may be, or like Biden. And a lot of the times, I told y'all, these people are behind the scenes working together. Y'all don't want to hear it because they got y'all in y'all feels, but these people are behind the scenes working and collaborating together. Trust and believe. So let's get into the SAVE Act thing. So, the SAVE Act thing, outside of the lie of the birth certificate thing, that's a lie. But anyway, this is what happened, okay? So it says it's passing the bill for proof of citizenship to vote in the federal elections. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not mad at this, because they were literally giving illegals IDs and right to vote in the last election. And that's not okay. That is not okay. They were inviting all them illegals over here, and we've proved it on this channel. I have a whole video on it. If you go on this channel right here, there was a whole video talking about how the Hispanic people coming from all these other places were coming in here telling you the first thing they did was they got assigned a liaison and they was taking them straight to the voting pool. So I think that this is a good thing in the voting aspect. I don't know all the ins and outs of the SAVE Act and this voting thing, or the SAVE Act for sure. I'm sorry, but as far as the voting, this had to happen because they was cutting up. They was cutting up. So, okay, boom. So it's requiring that those things in order for you to vote and to travel. But that's just what it is right now. Trust and believe is going to get worse. So y'all got to make sure y'all have y'all real IDs. As many as 69 million American women lack access to valid birth certificates or whatever the case may be. But this is all cap. Let me tell you what's happening here. Remember, I told you the left and the right are behind the scenes conspiring together against you. They just play like they enemies in front of you. So now you got the left people making it seem like it's a Trump thing. Mind you, they say they in Georgia, the real IDs thing been in place at least 10 years. So it's not a Trump thing, okay? This is all a part of the plan of the powers that be. This is what I'll be trying to get y'all to understand. So now they're going to make it seem like, as they always do, whenever something come down, oh, it's going to affect your SNAP. It's going to affect your marriage. It's going to affect, to get you scared. But at the end of the day, you're going to have to get it. Unless you plan on living off the grid, you're going to have to get it. And if you're going to live off the grid, that ain't a bad idea, because I be thinking about that a lot of the times too. Okay? So let's really be clear. But what they do is conspire behind the scenes, and then in front of you put on a front like they beefing, but they really all together. Left and right. Let's really be clear about that. So that was a lie about the birth certificates having to have your married name. That will never happen, like literally. But this is why it happened. Look at this. It says, I don't love this mainly because it's silly since non-citizens already can't vote. Cap, they've been voting. Hold on. Did I go off of the thing? Non-citizens was definitely voting. It says, but that said, you already need real ID license by May 7th to fly into government buildings. The real ID will also be sufficient for the SAVE Act, okay? It's really to flush out those illegals. I'm telling you what this is about. It's really to flush out those illegals. Well, that's one of the reasons it's about, okay? Now, watch this lady get on here and make it seem like this is the worst thing that happened since sliced bread. Y'all, I don't know how y'all trust any of these politicians on either side. I don't know how y'all do it, but bless y'all little precious little hearts. Let's get into her with the baiting and all the crap. Like, oh my God, this is going to be horrible. Look.
Hey everyone, just coming back from votes. Not only did Republicans move forward with passing legislation to cut Medicaid for seniors and people with disabilities and SNAP programs, but they also voted on the SAFE Act to make sure effectively, if you are a woman, you are married, you changed your name, and it doesn't match what is on your birth certificate, you are not going to be able to vote.
That's a lie.
If you are disabled and you can't physically get to an office to register, you are no longer going to be able to register online. This is not about creating election integrity. It is about disenfranchisement and choosing who can vote and who cannot. And it is really important that we create access for every citizen in this country to have the ability to cast their ballot. So I voted no.
What she's not saying is 208 Democrats voted yes too. Like, she's only putting it on the Republicans, but it was 220 to 208. 208 Democrats agree with it as well. Like, come on now. We got to be honest here. Angela says, Voodoo, my cousin cannot get a real ID because he was illegally adopted as a newborn. The mother didn't want him, so she gave him to my aunt. This was in 1968. He can't get a real ID because he has no birth certificate. All he got to do is go apply for it. Unless she had no shade. Unless your cousin's mother had him in a barn and never had him in a hospital, all he has to do is go apply for it, right? Am I wrong? Yeah, that's the girl who married her brother, I heard. But if I'm mistaken, if she gave birth in a hospital, there's a birth certificate somewhere. He just got to go apply for it. That's all. You know what I'm saying? He just got to, even if he was illegally adopted, I think all he got to do is go apply for it. If she had that baby in a hospital, I'm pretty sure there should be a birth certificate. I don't know why. I don't see how, you know what I mean? The mother gave him to my aunt. My aunt doesn't know this woman, and my aunt is dead. There's no birth certificate under his name. Well, did your aunt change his name? I don't know. Hey, he might be in a better position than all of us. Shit, just riding under the radar. Hey, do you understand how much power that is to be incognito in America? Shh. Man, I'll be the biggest scammer this side of the Mississippi. Facts. She said there's no birth certificate with his name on there. Yes, she did change his name. We don't know his birth name. Your aunt was down bad. What your aunt was on? I ain't gonna lie. No shade. Shout out to your aunt. And bless her in the grave. But what type of time your aunt was on? It's one thing to take the baby. You feel what I'm saying? I don't know. Shout out, rest in peace to the ancestor. But you know, some of us, you know what I'm saying? We was on some other stuff, you know what I'm saying? But I'm trying to see something. What your aunt was on? Because I mean, you know, I'm from Chicago and she had my grandmother thinking she was pregnant. Oh, there you go. She stole the baby. There you go. She stole the baby. Oh, bruh. My grandmother came home and she was sitting on the porch with a newborn baby. Who hospital your aunt done ran up in there and stole out of the incubator? Because you know, back then they didn't have to tag your baby. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, a whole Lifetime movie, Little Feather. Who hospital your auntie done ran up in there and just grabbed somebody's child? That's a shame. That's a shame. Girl, your auntie done ran up in somebody's NICU or something and just picked up a baby and walked out. That is a shame. Oh, Lord. That's crazy. See, when you start talking, you get a little more information. Shout out to the auntie, though. She raised the baby. She ain't abused him, so I guess he should be all right. You know what I'm saying? But your auntie wasn't all, she was a little wrong for that. But anyway, with that being said, y'all, listen, go get your real IDs. If you don't have your real IDs, you're gonna need it in the future. Y'all can sit up here and act like y'all ain't gonna need no real ID unless you are Angela's nephew. You need a real ID. Angela's nephew don't even exist in the world. Do you hear me, Craig? And unless you are fortunate like Angela's nephew and you don't even exist, America don't even know you here, listen to me and listen to me good. You're gonna need a real ID, okay? Like I say, it may not be as bad as y'all think it is. I would love to live in a world where America don't even know I'm really here. You feel what I'm saying? But anyways, shout out to the nephew, to your nephew, and to the aunt. She might have did something good for him. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? But anyways, y'all gonna need. Sharice said, "Done took that lady, baby." Look, that's how I'm thinking. Shit, girl, please, girl, somebody should have took me. Girl, the way I just did these taxes, somebody should have took me. Shoot, should have took me smooth out the hospital. Girl, the way I just did these taxes, girl, It hit different, girl. Please. I wouldn't be doing no taxes. Is you crazy? Taxes. Girl, I don't even exist. What is you talking about? Taxes. Girl, I'm not even real. I'm not even real. What is you saying? I'm on my Elon tees. But anyways, we got to move on, y'all. Get y'all real IDs. Get y'all real IDs. If you probably already have one. If they say they got the star on it. So get y'all real IDs. We got to move on, you guys. Where the likes at? Where we at on the likes? Because we might need it. Yeah, we definitely need a commercial break right quick. Y'all, please get the likes up. It's free. Get them damn likes up now.
Do your hand like this. Yeah, gotcha. Cause I'm black, nigga the black, the nigga black, the black, the nigga I'm black, nigga the black, the nigga black, the nigga black, the nigga I'm black and I'm brown, I'm black and I'm brown, I'm black and I'm brown, I'm black and I'm brown. You got to shake, they want the black, cause I'm black. Do your hand like this. Yeah, gotcha. Cause I'm black, nigga the black, the nigga black, the black, the nigga I'm black, nigga the black, the nigga black, the nigga black, the nigga I'm black and I'm brown, I'm black and I'm brown, I'm black and I'm brown, I'm black and I'm brown. You got to shake, they want the black, cause I'm black, nigga the black, the black, nigga black, I can never be white, the white. Shake, if the leg, wiggle, lift the leg, bounce, lift the leg, hustle, lift the leg, if the leg is your brown, let me see you put your hands up. Let me see you put your, if the leg is your brown, let me see you put your hands up. Put your hands up, man. Make that booty go round and round. I'm Louis Vuitton Brown. Make that booty go round and round, man, cause I'm Louis Vuitton Brown.
All right. Oh, somebody mentioned Carmelo Anthony. We talked about yesterday how they tried to take his Gibson go down. I also heard allegedly that the family is getting threats, apparently, in Texas, but this is not a race thing. I keep telling y'all can let them clear people gaslight y'all, but they're not going to gaslight me. I hope that his family is safe, y'all. Y'all, we going to keep posted on that. All right, I need to move on. Let's get into this helicopter / plane crash or whatever. It wasn't a crash. Some wings were clipped on a helicopter, and we are going to get into it. I don't know why. I have no clue why it's not working on here, but don't worry. I'm just have to share from another I'm gonna have to share from another window because I don't know why my Instagram is not working on this particular Okay, so I tell y'all all the time. I've told y'all this before. I said, hey, y'all. Helicopters are the most dangerous aircraft you can get on. I have experience in this. I know what I'm talking about. This is what I did and do for a living up until in a minute. I work with aircraft, okay? This is what I do for a living. A helicopter is the most dangerous aircraft you can ever get on, okay? They don't fly high enough. They fly below the weather. And it's a whole bunch of other moving parts, okay, as it pertains to these aircraft, okay? So it's cool to get on these aircraft because, it's my man want to be romantic and that's cool. But I'm telling you now, getting on these helicopters are very, very dangerous, okay? Now, it says a family of 6, hold on, let me move up here. A Simon family executive and his family were identified as victims in the helicopter crash. Now, let me say this too. Business is dirty and funky. Who knows? It could have been a setup because you know how that goes. But it says a Siemens executive, along with his wife and young children, was identified as part of the 5 out of the 6 deceased aboard the tourist helicopter that crashed into the Hudson River on Thursday, leaving no survivors. Head of Siemens, or his name is Augustine Escobar, head of Siemens division in Spain and Southwest Europe, was with his wife, Merci Comprou Montal. I don't know if I'm messing up her name. And their 3 children, ages 4, 5, and 11, when the tourist helicopter plunged into the river. The cause of the crash is currently under investigation. Now, I seen the video, and it literally just fell out of the sky. So it was him, his wife, his 3 kids, and obviously the doggone pilot. Okay? It seems a tech company or a medical company. I don't know what it is. But it's giving some foul play behind this. Okay? It's giving some foul play behind this. Facts, Tina Ray. They got him in that generational family line out the way. Yes, for sure. Business is bad. It's very demonic, I'm telling you. So the plane literally just, or the helicopter literally just fell out of the sky. Let me see if I have the video for that. Give me 1 second. Let me see if this one has the video.
You have to take a detour. Please use patience and understanding here this afternoon as this rescue and recovery takes place in the Hudson River. We can tell you that 1 person has been confirmed dead. We do know that 2 other people were taken into rescue vehicles and to the hospital.
Oh, no.
All right. This is not the news that you ever want to hear. We can now tell you that all 6 people that were on this helicopter have died. You have to take a detour. Please, it never ever escapes me when we have to cover these types of stories on what you believe to be will be a normal day, and it turns out to be anything but. So this afternoon at 4:40, we can tell you that a helicopter went down into the Hudson River around 3:15 this afternoon, and we have now confirmed that the 6 people that were on board have all died.
Hold on, sorry. First of all, that was so sad that happened, but I have the video somewhere on here of the plane literally just falling out of the sky. Give me 1 second. Hold on 1 second. I have the video. The plane just did I even share it? Maybe I didn't share it, but the plane literally just dropped. There it is. Let's get to it. This is what happened. Did y'all see that? Hold on. Let me see if I can go back. Watch the plane.
6 people have died from that helicopter crash in New York City into the Hudson River. Remember, this happened just after 3:15 p.m., so just over an hour ago at this point. We know the fire department there in New York quickly was on scene, was able to get rescue boats out there, hoping that they could find people alive. But again, the Associated Press reporting now that 6 lives were lost in that crash. Of course, as more additional information comes in addition to this tragic new detail, we'll be sure to pass it along to you here on News 3 and on WTKR.com.
See it? This was the worst part about this. First of all, is it me? Was there another helicopter? Did another plane crash happen at the Hudson, or was it another river? I'm not sure. But they say the helicopter was only up for 15 minutes. It says the victims included the pilot, 3 adults, and 3 children. The passengers were reportedly tourists from Spain. The helicopter had been airborne for about 15 minutes before the crash. Witness video shows the aircraft plunging into the river without a tail rotor or main rotor blade. Eyewitnesses Danny Horbick told ABC News she saw the helicopter fall out of the sky from her apartment window, Story Development. What the hell you mean it didn't have a tail rotor or a main rotor blade? What happened to it before it fell out the sky then? The tail rotor is what keeps the plane leveled in the back, or keeps the copter leveled in the back. And then they say it don't have a main rotor blade. So they don't have a blade on it actually. What? They couldn't have taken off like that, could they? Girl, what in the world? Did it hit something and then the blades fell off? Like, I'm confused. Yeah, this is different. Yeah, this is different. I don't know what's going on here. I am of confusion. This is different. I've never heard of anything like this. Literally. And that's the remains of the plane. Yeah, I've never heard of anything like this. Never. Something in the milk ain't clean about this. I would recommend that people stay away from helicopters, but that's before all of this, to be completely honest. Before all of this, I recommended people stay away from helicopters, but this is next level. Then they had another incident where two wings clipped each other for American Airlines or something like that. I was like, wait, what? I want to talk about that lady too really quickly. Let me see, do I have that? There were two American airline planes that clipped each other's wings. And I was like, what? Like, a lot of this stuff not making no sense. I can't even find it, but it ain't even worth pulling up. Let me say this, y'all. First of all, condolences to the people, to the family of the people who lost their lives. That's real messed up, especially them visiting from Spain. Like, that's next level. That's literally next level. I want to talk about this lady. But stay off them helicopters, y'all. Stay off them helicopters. Stay off those helicopters, okay? Now, this young lady right here. This young lady had a wedding and got married, but didn't use makeup on her face. Check her out. I'm going to show you how superficial and stupid some black people are.
In the bathroom. 8 minutes until I walked down the aisle. Hiding in the bathroom. 8 minutes until I walked down the aisle. Hiding in the bathroom.
People are calling this girl a pick-me because she didn't wear makeup on her wedding day. You cannot make this up. Listen.
Whoa.
Pretty girl.
I want to start off by saying I had around 160 followers on Saturday when I posted that video. So that's around the amount of people I expected to engage with that video. But yeah, let's get into it. First, I want to start off by saying I did wear lip gloss. I promise y'all I wear lip gloss. We had taken pictures and it had worn off by the time I made the video, and I did not want to reapply it until right before I walked down the aisle so that it was fresh. But I promise y'all, I wore lip gloss. And a lot of people are referring to like something like on my lip or something. I'm pretty sure that was glitter for my dress. I had a very sparkly dress, so glitter was everywhere, all over me, my face. So yeah. Whoa. So yeah. I did wear lip gloss and chapstick and all of that good stuff. I promise y'all. I also want to say that video was in no way hate towards anyone who wears makeup.
Let me pause her right there. You insecure ass bitches who really mad at yourself. Let's talk about it. It's a lot of bitches who will get on this internet and lie and say, I do this for me. I do this for me. I don't do it for nobody else. It's a lot of insecure bitches with faces full of makeup that literally got on there and said that this is a dig to people who wear makeup because she decided she didn't want to put makeup on her face. Y'all, these women who the most made up are the most insecure. Not all of them, but a large sum of these women who have the most makeup, the most clothes, they the most insecure people in the world. So her not wearing makeup is an attack on you because you cake your face, you stupid asshole. This is crazy work. And you know what? She better than me because I wouldn't address a goddamn thing. It'll just be what it is. Bitch, what's up? It ain't my fault that I could get out here with no makeup on and have a whole wedding. Somebody in the comments said, I seen her husband and now I understand why. And it's the worst part. It's a lot of people behind the keyboard who look like shit. This is crazy.
Anyone, like on your wedding, regular day life, that video was not supposed to be hate towards that. Or I see people saying that like I was trying to be like a pick-me. Not at all. Like that was not me trying to say I'm better than anyone because I didn't wear makeup. Not the case at all. I literally saw a TikTok trend where people were doing like unpopular things they did at their wedding. And I was like, I feel like that's pretty unpopular. So I decided to make the video and yeah. I grew up at a church that you weren't really allowed to wear makeup. So like I grew up not really being allowed to wear makeup. So yeah.
The people calling her a pick-me probably ain't got no man. She was already chose, baby. If we going off of that. She's not a pick-me. She was already chose. It's a lot of bitches at home by themselves just, ready to windmill on life because they couldn't find a man to love them enough to even ask them to marry them. Let's talk about it. It's a lot of bitches who would take anything who would give anything. These the ones who talking, calling her a pick-me. There's a lot of people who wish they had any man. I don't care who it is. Just think of them and love them enough to even ask them to marry them. Calling a girl a pick-me. You can't make this up. Girl, you better than me. I would have got on here and said, nanny, boo, boo, fuck y'all hoes. Girl, the way I would have nanny, boo, boo, you face full of makeup assholes. And I told y'all this before. I used to do bridal consultant. That's what I used to do for years. Y'all thinking the bad bitches the ones that's always running down the aisle. No, baby. It's the average girl who getting picked. And if you want to call being married picked, it's the average girl and the fat girl who stay up and down the aisle. Not the bad bitch. I'm telling you what I know, not what I think. I'm telling you what I know and not what I think. That bad bitch that you see all up and down Instagram, and she ain't nobody marrying her. Ain't nobody seeing nothing in her. It's the average girl, the ones y'all call fat that don't nobody want, even though your man be all up under her. Them the ones getting married. Debate your mom. Debate your mom. I'm telling you what I know. I was a bridal consultant for about 4 years. Debate your mom. Y'all thinking every putting stock and lock and barrel and makeup and hair and nails and all that stuff, when most regular average men who looking for wives, that's the last thing they looking at when they trying to choose a wife. This is if you into I need to be married and get that validation. Most men, when they're looking for wives, the characteristics, the last thing on the list for the things and characteristics is your makeup, your hair, your nails, your ass, or your boobs. But that's gonna go over a lot of people's head. That's gonna go over so many people's head, girl. Yes, men want that to play with, but when they looking for a wife, that ain't what they looking for. I'm just telling you now. I hang with niggas. I know. Let's move on. I just wanted to bring that up. All right, I want to go really quickly to Soulja Boy. So Soulja Boy was, I guess, sued. I didn't even know this. Soulja Boy got sued for SA, and it was something else. Now, Big Draco, you laughed when Blueface went to prison. Yes, you did. You laughed down to the ground. And you know that karma comes back to haunt you now. Because now he got to pay $4 million in damages for SA and battery. You can't make this up. Okay? Y'all get the likes up on the video. Did I stop sharing it? Let me share the video. Get the likes up on the video. And why is Nicki Minaj's sister crying about a new apartment? Does Nicki Minaj, where the Barbs at? I got a question to the Barbs. All the Barbs, is y'all on here? Why Nicki Minaj's sister crying about her first apartment? Nicki don't take care of her little sister? I seen that. I'm just trying to see something. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to see something. Is Nicki Minaj not, she don't mess with her sister? I seen her on there snotting and crying about her apartment. I said, wow. You know what I'm saying? Okay. They said, no, she don't. Girl, no, they don't even talk. Oh, that's crazy work. So anyway, let's get into Big Draco. Soulja Boy ordered to pay $4 million in damages for SA and battery civil trial. It says a jury has reached a verdict in the civil trial against Soulja Boy. According to Nancy Dillon, the jury awarded $4 million to Jane Doe for claims including assault and sexual battery. As we've previously reported, the woman claimed sexual assault, assault, sexual battery, and false imprisonment, and alleged she was abused and exploited while working as the rapper's personal assistant in 2019 and 2020. Her lawyer says she deserves $73 million for her past and future damages. She was also awarded an extra $2,650 for no wage statements. It says reports state that during the verdict, Soulja Boy looked straight ahead. $4 million. That's a lot of money. Remember when Blueface got that verdict on him? Don't Blueface owe somebody like $4 million or something? Big Draco got a lawsuit, y'all. Y'all believe he assaulted that lady in sexual battery and held her in prison? You never know, child. You will never know in 2025. You will never know. But something must have happened because he lost the case. Okay, yeah, I forgot about that. Soulja got to play Blueface baby mama. No, Blueface got to pay Soulja baby mama. But I will say this, in the Blueface incident, from what I saw, in the Blueface incident, it was because Blueface didn't respond to the lawsuit, right? It wasn't because he was necessarily guilty. I think it was because Blue didn't respond to the lawsuit. It was like a default judgment. That's what I think with Blue. If I remember that correctly, I don't know. I want to say it was a default judgment. I want to say that's what it was. But child, they swapping $4 million lawsuits then, honey. Draco, you gonna have to come out, hop up out the bed, turn your swag on, because them people want their money. Poor Draco, y'all. If y'all care, say a little 1-2 for Draco, but I think he gonna be all right. Y'all wondering why he was doing that show for Trump. Y'all mad, like Draco said, girl, I need money. The fuck, girl, please. Let's move on. Let's go get Ray J crashing out. Ray J crashing out again, y'all. Well, he's attempting to crash out. It's the pre-crash out for me. Ray J is on here talking about how he's ready to crash out. And I'm just saying, well, hurry up and do it so we can get it over with. You know what I mean? Like all of this warning signs of the crash out, let's just get it over with. Hurry up and do it. I want to see it. Hold your face up. Let me see you. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just at this point, like, what are we doing? Just hurry up and crash out. This is the second, third time you talked about you might crash out, this, that, and third. Just do it, Ray J, Little Willie. Just do it. Let's get into Lil Willie and what he had to say.
Crash out. I'm trying to figure out, should I crash out on Instagram or Twitter?
Do it on both.
Crash out on Twitter. What you think?
Put up both your phones and do it on both.
Crash out. But before we do, we're gonna play. Here's what we're gonna do. Before we crash out, we're gonna play all our music. We're gonna make sure we're remembered before this crash out, because it can be a divine, it can be a We can win or lose off these crashes. It could be a win or lose. When we go like this, we could lose the whole career because we're taking this kind of risk, or we can win. I'm going for the win. That's why I'm crashing out so big. So we're going to play a few songs before the crash out.
Nigga don't want to hear that.
All your friends, all the people that heard me say I'm crashing out, call my therapist, call my family members, call everybody and tell them to come save me. You can't save me. You have no idea where I'm at. And if you do know where I'm at, it's going to take you a whole motherfucking army to get to me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm restricted. I'm restricted from niggas. Period, blood. I'm about to crash.
Can I say, before you play your music, before the crash out, I'm going to be completely honest. We didn't want to hear your music back then. Now, two songs you did, we did want to hear it. We wanted to hear Wait a Minute because my girl Queen B was on there. She was still a little brown skinned, so we wanted to see that. And then we wanted to hear the One Wish. But other than that, we only listened to you and tolerated you because Brandy was your brother, your sister. You don't have to play the music before the crash out. You can just go straight to the crash out. Unless you're gonna play One Wish and Wait a Minute. Other than that, let's skip the music and just go straight to the crash out. You know what I'm saying? Because now that Brandy has unattached herself, we damn sure don't want to hear no new music. Please, if you can, Ray J, Lil Willie, please just go straight to the crash out because this don't make no sense. But
everybody's trying to tell me that I'm somebody else. I know who you really are. Who am I? You know who I really am? Who am I? Are you with me at night when I go to sleep? When I have these vivid thoughts and nasty thoughts, or dirty thoughts, or thoughts of being just so paid to where I could pay everybody bills that I know and they'll never have to work again. That's the goal. You know that? Do you know that about me? Or do you think I'm just running around with a floozy, drinking booze every night, ramming some random chick?
Not ramming.
Everybody's trying to tell me that I'm somebody else.
Did he say ramming some random chick? Ray J, I'm not even your sister and I'm getting tired of you already. You know, all willies are unstable. Have y'all ever caught that? All willies. I don't care if it's your Uncle Willie, your cousin Willie, your Pawpaw Willie. Every Willie I've ever seen in my life has been unstable. They've been unstable creatures. It's something about those willies. You know what I'm saying? Willie, go lay down, bro. All this I'm about to crash out. Just go lay down. How about that? I think, this is what I believe. I think that Willie should just make, you know what? When I be saying go lay down, that's a cure. If he go lay down, then I think he'll be just fine. I think he should go lay down. I think that'll help. He gonna wake up refreshed, rejuvenated. He's not gonna want to crash out anymore because he's gonna be done got a lot of rest. You see what I'm saying? I think he should go lay down. Willie, please go lay. Please, if you can. Go lay, bruh. Please go lay. Ain't nobody trying to hear all of this. Now, somebody in the comments said the demon's on his ass for everything he did to Whitney Houston. Not just Whitney. Allegedly. Child. That was Willie, please. Willie, please. We don't want to hear that. Girl, I ain't got time for Willie. I don't. I truly don't. I just wanted to bring it on here to show it to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Sipping the hot tea. Thank you for being a member for 9 months. Says, Vu, did you hear 420? Trump's supposed to issue martial law. Child. We got to wait. You know what? We must be high. Everybody get high. So I don't know, girl. I don't trust nothing until it happens. I just know that they got a lot going on. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Mims, thank you for the super chat. I ain't waiting in no long line for a real ID. Mims, you're going to have to get that ID, baby. You're going to have to get that real ID, Mims. You're going to have to get it. Okay? Amina Lambert, thank you for the super chat. Says, Vu, I love your content. I don't watch TV, but you are hilarious, intelligent, and got the nerve to be gorgeous too. Thank you for never stopping. Thank you so much, Amina. I appreciate you. Aw. Thank you so much. Y'all are great. Y'all are awesome. The Don, thank you for the super chat. Random but voodoo, did you see scientists brought back dire wolves that have been extinct for 13,000 years and they are bigger than modern day wolves? Where they at? Send it to me. I like seeing stuff like that, but I got to make sure it ain't AI neither. I got to make sure it ain't AI. But send it to me. I'm still interested. We'll see. Send it to me. Amina Lambert, thank you for the super chat. Says, you know what? These weirdos crash out because because that's the only time we clicking. I refuse. I'd rather pay you just to hear you talk. Oh, thank you. Yeah, Ray just trying to get people to come over there and look at him. He's desperate. The attention is gone. I told y'all, fame is a drug. According to Jay-Z, it's the worst drug known to man. Stronger than heroin. That's what Jay-Z said. I didn't say it. You know, so who knows? That's probably what it is. That's probably what it is. Look, y'all seen these people fighting in church? Did y'all see the people that was fighting in church and the pastor had to stop the sermon to stop the fight? Did y'all see that? Now this is a shame. Fighting in the Lord's house. You know this is a shame. Y'all got to come see this. I don't know what happened. I don't know what's going on. All I know is these niggas got the swinging and pastor had to stop his sermon to stop the fight. I said, now y'all out of pocket. Y'all wrong for that, nah? Why is y'all on here fighting in these people church and things of that nature? This is supposed to be the house of the Lord. Check out the fight, dude. We here for it. Look.
And we have come.
Wait. Did you see how the man jumped up? It caught him by surprise. It caught him by surprise.
Listen. Stop. Now.
Marcus are unhinged. I'm telling you. Every Marcus I met been unhinged.
Look, Marcus. Look.
That is a shame.
Niggas ain't taking this job as serious as me. Then I got niggas calling me.
That's a shame, Marcus.
And we have come.
Baby, Marcus put the pause on whoever that was in the front of the congregation. Now listen, I don't condone fighting. I don't condone fighting at the church. But Marcus had to get it off his chest. I don't know what happened. I don't know what's going on. Who knows? That man sitting in the pew might have been messing with Marcus's wife. You never know. You will never know. Church is very messy. People like to act like church is not messy. Church is one of the messiest places you can go. That man probably was with Marcus' old lady. And Marcus had enough. You see what I'm saying? So it ain't my place to say Marcus was wrong. I don't know what happened. All I know is Marcus had enough and he said it was on site. And even if it's in the Lord's house, it was on site. Now, a lot of the people be saying, oh, but that's so wrong to happen in the Lord's house. Girl, Jesus done flipped over tables in the synagogue. Where is your antennas, girl? Y'all don't even be knowing the Bible for real. Jesus done flipped over tables inside the synagogue. The synagogue will be old school church. Girl, if they got to fight, let them fight. You see what I'm saying? They say God is a forgiving God. All they got to do is come back to the altar, drop $3,000 and repent. I think they're going to be just fine. As long as they give their tithes and offerings and come back to the altar and repent with their 3,000 though, I think they're going to be just fine. Y'all got to stop now. God is a forgiving God. They say he love everybody or something like that. That's what they said. I didn't say it. So yeah, make sure you got your 3,000 though. Don't come back without your coin because he ain't going to forgive you without the coin. I'm telling you now. You got to have the coin when you come back. If you don't have the coin, the forgiveness ain't going to go because God got to pay bills. He got bills to pay. So take that information and do with it as you please. God got bills to pay. Now y'all gonna sit up here. You see what I'm saying? He got bills to pay. The fuck? Like, don't do that. He got to pay lights, gas, water. Yeah. Unfairly Jamaican. Thank you for the super chat. Hey, boo, that was another plane crash in Florida. Wow. These are a lot of distractions, too. I'm going to have to check that out. Thank you, Unfairly Jamaican. Thank you so much. That's ridiculous, though. It is. Like, it's just every time you turn around, planes crashing. Somebody say every time Trump get in office, all the planes fall out the ground. And I say, well, I be damned. Mango, thank you for the super chat. Says, hey, boo, I don't come on often, but I still love your content. Thank you so much. Thank you for the super chat. And thank you for the support. Sharjay, thank you for the super chat. Marcus must be bad and Willis must be slow. I think so. All Marcuses have a problem. All Marcuses and Willis. I don't know why. It's something about the Marcuses and the Willis. Mm-hmm. And Amina, I'm sorry. Thank you for the super chat. Says, how do I become an acorn? Oh, you just got to become a member to the channel. Just get a member to the channel and you will have your acorn, honey. Yes, ma'am. You just need to be a member of the channel. Somebody drop the membership link down there. All right, so we need to move on. I want to go to Esther Dean. She's still on this. Listen. Whatever y'all told that lady's still writing soliloquies and all of that. And I think that this is talk. It's giving guilt to me. You know what I mean? That's what it's giving. It's giving guilt to me. So Esther Dean has come back again and she has more to say. It says Esther Dean issued an open letter. Was funky on here? There you go. That's funky. Esther Dean issued an open letter regarding her contributions to the Turning Me On remix, which she took shots at Beyonce. Dean alleged that producer Polo the Don asked her to write something street for the culture, and the lines included in the diss record were the lyrics she came up with. She stated, I was just a writer trying to earn my place. I did my job and left. But wait a minute, Esther, you said that girl co-wrote it, and she said, no, I wrote 2 lines. Stop acting crazy. And none of those lines had anything to do with the bars. But anyway, Esther, you it's giving guilty to me. You giving me guilty tease. And I don't like it. Open letter from Esther Dean. For Carrie, for creatives, for the record. I've stayed quiet for a long time, but I believe in telling the truth, especially when the internet starts telling its own version of the story. Let me move this thing out the way. Back in July 2008, I started working with Polo the Don in Atlanta. Later, I moved to Los Angeles to write for Polo's artists over at Interscope. I wasn't famous. I wasn't chasing clout. I was in the studio day and night, writing 3 to 4 songs a day. No friends, no family, just work. Whenever the studio was open, I wrote. When Polo called, I showed up. That's who I was. Turning Me On remix. One night, Polo asked me to write a remix verse for Carrie Hilson. Something street, something for the culture. He left the room and I sat there trying different ideas until I landed on those lines. And these are the lines. I shot the sheriff, but wait till I shoot these bitches down, down. Shoot these bitches down, down. And your vision cloudy if you think you're the best. You can dance, she can sing, but she needs to move it to the left, to the left. Do it to him, do it to him. And then it says she needs to go have some babies. She needs to sit down. She fading. Tacky, yes. Forced, no, that was me. I wasn't in the room with Carrie writing this together. I didn't know her personally. She was already a writer. Already a star. I was just a writer trying to earn my place. I did my job and left. Carrie came in another time and wrote her own verse, her pen, her voice. Now pause. Now you telling the truth, because at first you said that Carrie helped you write it. Now all of a sudden you're agreeing with what Carrie said. So that means Carrie's vindicated as far as a lot of this stuff going on. Ben had dollars, boy. This is what Carrie's verse was. Go on, get your money up. No, you ain't the only homie on me lined up. I ain't turning it off. I stay turning it on. Go on. Tell these folks how long I've been writing your songs. I've been putting you on. Just check the credits, ho. And if you want me, you can find me in Decatur, ho, cause you turning me off. Okay, this is what she said Carrie wrote. I went on to write on both of Carrie's albums. It says she even showed love and did a cameo in my Drop It Low video. She sure did. I came on stage with her once, but life took us different directions. It says, like it often does. For the record, I didn't work with Beyonce until years later when I signed to Roc Nation as a writer. There was no plot, no beef squad, no secret industry mission, just writing, just writers writing, artists being artists, people trying to win. Carrie was already massive. She didn't need saving. She was out here making history. Why speak now? It says, because while our stories may look similar now, back then they weren't. Carrie was speaking on big platforms I didn't have access to, and it was her story to tell, not mine. I stayed writing, no hate, no shade, just truth. What Carrie went through was sad. She is a great artist, a beautiful spirit, and she deserves grace. She took her lessons. I'll take mine. Respect always, Esther Dean. Let me go back to what she said Carrie wrote. It says Carrie came in another time and wrote her own verse, her pen, her voice. Ben had dollars, babe. Ben had dollars, boy. Go on, get your money up. No, you ain't the only homie on my lineup. I ain't turning it off. I'm stay turning it on. Go on, tell these folks how long I've been writing your songs. I've been putting you on. Just check the credits hole. And if you want me, come and find me in the Cater hole, because you're turning me off. So, she's saying that Carrie would say something worse. Listen, it don't even matter at this point. Esther, even if you didn't willingly know, you played a part in the demise of Carrie Hilson's career. And listen, I'm going to go out on a limb and say she didn't know. I'm going to go out on a limb and say she was just doing her thing and she didn't realize that she was a part of a bigger plot. Even Esther Dean just said in this soliloquy that she wrote that Carrie Hilson was a massive star at the time. If you were not there, you would not understand what we're saying. Beyonce was not always or has not always been the girl that you see today. It was a time where Beyonce was just a little sniggly giggly cute around the house. Okay? That's just that. And y'all have to understand that there were people who were bigger than Beyonce. Right now, she's larger than life. The new not Barbs. What are they? Barbs. No, not the Barbs. What are they? Beehive. The new Beehive don't understand that your girl wasn't always that girl. I know they rewrite history to make it seem like that, but she wasn't. Beyonce wasn't even top 10 of the girls. She wasn't. Hell, Ciara, right? Too late. Ciara was bigger than her. Ciara was way bigger than Beyonce. Girl, please. Especially when she had round here we riding slow. We thought she was a hermaphrodite. Remember that? Your girl ain't always been your girl. I'm just saying, and that's okay. That's okay. Yes, Carrie was. Y'all is crazy. How old are you? Somebody said Beyonce. Somebody said, girl, Carrie was never big. Whitney B said, girl, Carrie was never bigger than Beyonce. Are you crazy? How old are you, Whitney? Because you obviously weren't there. When Carrie was, because you got to look at it like this. Carrie was like Neo. Carrie was writing and she was singing and she had hits. Beyonce was trying to figure out the group thing with Destiny's Child. They were cute. They were nice. They were nice. What she said? And stop acting like I forget the Beehive name. Girl, I don't listen. To be completely honest, you about to make me say fuck the Beehive. I don't give a fuck. You got the wrong girl. See, this is what I be talking about. You got the wrong girl, Whitney B. You got the wrong girl. Fuck you and the Beehive. I don't give a fuck. Girl, I don't keep up with these fan bases, these idol worshipers. I don't do that. I've never kept up with y'all. So yeah, I do be forgetting y'all name. Girl, I don't give a fuck about you or the Beehive, girl. The fuck wrong with you? Now go cry and piss on yourself. I don't care. The fuck? You at the wrong channel. I don't give a fuck. I literally don't care. Girl, please. Like I said, because I was there, you were not. Like I said, Beyonce was not the girl that you thought she was. Her funky bread ass was not who you thought she was. At a time. At a time. There was a time that she was average at best. Is it shocking to you? The fuck wrong with you, girl? Get your stupid looking ass off of here. Girl, please. Right. Her whole beehive mantra came from Lil' Kim. She stole it. She's not even a real person. Girl, yes, there were rumors that Beyonce had funky breath. Am I lying? Am I lying? There were rumors that Beyonce breath stank. That's what it was back before the internet. Now, you can say what you want about it. You can say what you want about it. Back before the internet, they had rumors that her breath was stinking. I'm just saying. I was there. That's what it was. I'm not making this up. I'm not being mean. I'm not being mean. Back in the day, remember, I just told y'all they had a rumor that Ciara was a hermaphrodite. That was a real rumor. Put a 1 in the chat if you heard the rumor that Ciara was a hermaphrodite. See, this pre-internet. There were rumors about these girls. Back in the day, the rumor was Ciara was a hermaphrodite, that she wasn't a girl, that she had both the boy and the girl parts. Real talk. It wasn't until Ciara started having churn that we was like, okay, she not. No cap. It wasn't until Ciara started having kids with Future, and then she got with Russell, we was like, all right, bet. Then, on top of that, the rumor about Beyonce was that her breath used to stink. Y'all can get mad at me all you want. I'm just telling you what the rumor was. I'm just telling you what the rumor was. The rumor was Beyonce breath used to stink. Now, I don't know if it stank now. I haven't heard it lately. Oh yeah, I heard Olivia was a TS. They say Olivia, the girl who sang "Who am I to you? Where do we stand? Are you my man?" I listened to that the other day. They say she was a boy. Girl, y'all wasn't there. I was there. I was there. So I'm just saying. Everybody, not everybody, but a lot of the girls had rumors. And Beyonce's rumors what her breath was thinking. Now, I never been around the heifer, so I don't know. But girl, yeah, y'all not about to sit up here and act like I'm deliberately hating on Beyonce. Honestly, I don't like none of these celebrities, to be completely honest. They all get equal amount of hate from me if we want to really go there. But, I mean, But shout out to the Beehive. And to be completely honest, the Beehive really should be Lil' Kim fans. Little Kim the queen bee, so you best take heed. Shall I proceed? Yes, indeed. Oh, don't she call herself Queen Bee? Lil' Kim, Beehive, Lil' Kim. Nah, you could get mad all you want. Look, they put it in the chat. Yes, indeed. Don't play with me, girl. Little Kim the queen bee. Stop playing with me. Girl. Y'all just mad y'all faves ain't who y'all think they was. Yep, she was Queen Bee and the Barbie. What's up? Y'all two top girls are carbon copies. That's gonna hurt, huh? I know I was there. I know I was there. Esther, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you. Pure Joy, thank you for the super chat. Boo, I sent you an article about the student at LIU who entered Jay-Z's Rock Nation's debt-free scholarship program and now have a ton of debt. What? It was all a lot. Wait. You mean to tell me somebody entered a debt-free program and came out with more debt than they went in with? Girl, y'all gonna stop playing with Rock Nation. Y'all, that's the problem. Y'all still be around there playing with Rock Nation. What's that little leprechaun dude name? His daddy told y'all. Daystar's daddy told y'all Rock Nation will crumble. But y'all want to go over there talking about a debt-free program. They say he coming out with more debt. Get him on here.
No fingerprints. My God, heaven and earth to be a record today. The Rock Nation, right. You will crumble. I am the apostle of God. That's right. And you will know who I am. That's right. Say that, man. Come on, man. I feel that, bro.
Girl, not going to a debt-free program to come out with more debt than you went in. Girl, I'll burn the whole building down. When I tell you I would burn the whole building down, ain't no more Rock Nation, bitch. Bitch. Ain't no more Rock Nation. What you mean? I done signed up to get out of debt and you done put me in more than I come in with? Yeah, that's all right, Fat. I hope y'all have a good day at work today. Ain't gonna be here tomorrow. I hope y'all had a wonderful day at work today because you're not gonna be able to clock in tomorrow. I'm telling you now. You won't be able to clock in tomorrow. You're gonna be working from home tomorrow. Say what I said. Amina Lambert, thank you for the super chat, says, I'm a CFO and running 3 audits, so here for the teas. All right, girl, run them audits, honey. Run them audits. That sound like money and numbers and stuff, girl. That's making my nerves bad. You know, numbers make my nerves bad. Ooh, I'm a literature type of girl. I don't like numbers. Numbers make me nervous. Ooh. Audits mean numbers to me, and numbers mean graphs, and graphs mean, to me, this is just how I be thinking. When I hear audits, I hear numbers. I see numbers and graphs in Excel spreadsheets. It makes me nervous. Excel spreadsheets with charts and all of that. Oh, girl, I'm getting nervous thinking about it. Everybody, it ain't for everybody. Thank you for your services, because I can't do it. Foxy Boop, thank you for the super chat. On the video you owe me with Genuine and Nas. Nas said he was talking to B, but her breath stank. Her breath was hot and he was turned off. This was when she was doing cameos and videos like Case, etc. I'm almost 43. I was there. There you go. See, that's what I'm saying. That's why I don't be paying attention to these young girls. These young girls don't understand, girl. They just going off of what they know now. But see, the people who was there, we remember. You can't tell us what, girl, you're not about the Mandela effect us. We was there. So yay. Girl, everybody was saying it. Everybody was saying that back in the days. Girl, I know what I'm talking about. I was there. I heard it. And this when the gossip was more potent, because you got to keep in mind, we didn't have no internet. So it wasn't too much many people could just automatically random make up. You feel what I'm saying? This before the internet. So typically when you heard the gossip, it had more truth to it than back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Then now, I'm sorry. See, now gossip ain't even gossip. People just literally online just saying anything, making it up, and it go viral. No, gossip was more potent back then. It had more thickness. It had a root to it. It had more integrity. Okay? Gossip had way more integrity back then. Yep. Right, William. Plus, we had Wendy Williams. And Wendy Williams, y'all can call her everything you want, but she ain't live. Donica Tate, thank you for the super chat. Say, I was there too, Vu. Yeah, girl, we was there. That's why I don't be worried about these girls. I ain't worried about these churn. I am not worried about these churn, girl. Back then, if the gossip came around, back then with gossip, if you heard gossip, it was a more likelihood that the gossip was true than false. Back then. People might not want to believe certain things, but I'm telling you now they got pee in the gossip pool now, so it ain't the same. But back then, when you heard gossip, it was more likely to be true than false. Not no more. Now, I don't know what this is. This people just be saying anything now. Back then, girl, it just was what it was. Let's go get Bald Head Tony real quick. Y'all get the likes up on the video. We got to get Bald Head Tony on the line. I got to get down to Lowe's and get my plants for my garden. Let's get Bald Head Tony on the line. So Bald Head Tony, y'all remember Bald Head Tony? Should I even listen? Should I even try? Or will I just be hearing the same old lies? Baby, you see it doesn't matter what you say it is, 'cause the whole relationship is built on one lie. You say things not the way. Girl, I'm gonna listen to that album when I get in a call. Go put the doggone top down. I ain't got no top. Girl, you about to make me go open the sunroof, girl. I'm opening the whole, I got the whole roof coming back. I'm going to put the album on. Listen to me and listen to me good. Original Aquarius. Baby, I had the tape and the CD. What is you talking about? And every time the tape popped, I went and rebought it. What we talking about? Girl, please. Girl, listen. I remember, get me up here, because this is a nostalgic moment right here. I remember going down to the Circuit City and I got my tape, and back then the lyrics used to come on the little on the thing on the inside. So you open the tape and you fold it down. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Stop listening. Stop acting crazy. I folded down the red thing to find the songs because I needed to learn them. I needed to know the words. I needed to know everything. I don't want to make up the words. I need to know what Bald Head Tony said, okay? I studied those words. Do you hear me? I know every word from that album. I studied it. I was there. And then when my mama got me a CD player for Christmas, I went and got the CD. Okay. Now, back then, the CD players used to skip a lot. Okay. The portable CDs. Remember, you couldn't walk with them or nothing. You got to sit still. You had to sit your ass down and sit still, because as soon as you walk, here go the CD player skipping. You feel what I'm saying? So you had to sit. You had to take it where you was going to go, put it down, press the play, and boop the boop. You feel what I'm saying? Now, I had me a Walkman, but everybody had the CDs. So I wanted to get, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to get it on the CD. Boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? But, and I had a boom box in my room. So did put it in. Love should have brought you home last night. This how I was with them lyrics. This how I was with the lyrics. You should have been with me. Should have been right by my side. Baby, if you cared anything for me, then love wouldn't be sincere, and I wouldn't be this dear. Then love would have brought you to me last night. Oh, baby, why? Ow! Girl, I'm about to blast Bald Head Tony all the way to Lowe's. Do you hear me? Bitch, I can't wait to get Bald Head Tony on the ones and twos. Going down there, bitch, pulling up the Lowe's. All the Mexicans gonna be looking, and I don't care. Music going as loud as them speakers could go. Top down, bitch. Listen to me. I'm trying to tell you something. Top going down. The moon roof and all of that, putting all that back. Bald Head Tony is going as high as the volume allow her to go. I'm telling you now. I can't wait. Girl, get Tony on the ones and twos, girl, please. Talk about a legend, an icon, girl, please. I can't wait. But anyway, back to Bald Head Tony. Get her back on here. So Bald Head Tony, you know, we thought back then she was the most beautiful girl. You know, the bald head girls was a thing back then. If y'all don't know it, back then, all of the bald head girls were winning. All of the bald head girls was winning. Nia Long, bald head, winning. Eve, bald head, winning. Tony, bald head, winning. What's the girls? The two girls. Was it Brownstone? What's the two girls? Halle Berry, bald head, winning. What's the two girls? The brown skinned girls. Jada Pinkett, bald head, winning. Was it Janae? Jade, there they go, bald head, winning. Total, bald head, winning. Bald head. Yeah, back then. Listen to me. Monica was bald head too. Yes, she was. Janae, it was Janae. Okay, Monica, all the bald head girls was winning. See, now today, everybody got to have hair down their back. Back then, all the bald head girls was winning. If you wasn't bald head, you wasn't winning. Okay? I'm just telling you now. All the bald head girls was winning. So bald head Toni, we thought she was just the most beautiful. You know what I mean? She was just so amazing. And then she gets on this internet and tell us that she been knowing Birdman for 15 years. And I said, you do what? She been knowing Birdman for 14, 15 years. They done tried to break up and now they done got married secretly. She talking about he been in love with her for 20 years. Bald head Toni, what in the... I beg your bald head pardon. What did you say? Bald head Birdman with bald head Toni? Girl, this don't even make no sense. I feel some type of way about it. It says, in this 2018 interview with Angie Martinez, Toni added that her two sons love and are used to Birdman because he's always been in her life. Toni and Birdman first connected in 2003 and collaborated on a collaboration called Baby You Can Do It. He would later reveal in a 2019 Braxton Family Values episode that he'd been in love with her for 20 years. They've been married for 8 months. Girl, get bald head Toni on here. Because at this point, honestly, bald head Toni, I'm asking if something is wrong with you. Was Miss Evelyn smoking or drinking a little bit, just a little taste during the pregnancy? I think Miss Evelyn had a little taste of wine during the pregnancy. Her husband was cheating. Girl, who knows? Let's get into it.
See it in a million years.
Everyone says that. Me and him have been friends for 16 years.
I know you had a song like 15 years ago.
Yeah,
too,
we've been like besties for a long time.
People always say that. But
No, this is real. Like no cross the line.
Besties, like you always kept in touch and you always talked.
We would keep in touch. He would come see me when I had my plays. When I had my baby shower, he would come. Like we were really friends. Baby I was shower, pregnant, like married. Wow. He'd take tea. What you doing? Okay, me and my boys gonna stop past there for a few. You hear me? Okay,
that's really good.
Come see me.
That's really good.
So we've been friends for a long time.
All right, so it's not that weird.
No, not for me. My mom loves him because what Big Mama doing? He would just ask about my mom. He's a gentleman. He's such a gentleman.
Is he?
What?
I could see that.
Opening doors and he's just a gentleman. I promise you.
Do you find it weird that other people find it weird?
No,
because you get it.
I get why they think it's weird, but they don't know him like I know him.
Yeah.
He's very traditional.
No way.
He
has a star on his head.
Okay, yeah, but he's very traditional about family and values. He has 2 kids by his high school sweetheart. He's just very traditional. Same baby mama. He had his kids when he was in his late 20s. He's like, he's just...
These are the things that are important to you.
Yeah. He's always a gentleman to me. Yeah. Around me.
And he seems like the type of guy that will lavish you.
It's not just that, because I got my own money.
Of course, you know what I'm
saying? Do. What people don't know, 2016 November when I was on tour, October, I was really sick. I don't mean kind of sick. I mean like really
from
really
lupus.
Sick. I had a really bad flare, and I was on tour. And every day I was on tour, he was there with me. If he left out, he would come back.
And this is before anybody knew you.
We weren't anything. It was buddies. It was nothing. Not even a day. He was my friend, and he was there. I don't know if
he already loved you. He's there every day taking care of you.
But he really was there every day. My buddy, my friend T, you all right? You good? I'm cheering good. He was just there as my friend. I'm cheering good. Big Mama good. He was there every day for the shows. And on my off days, he would go and take care of his business, but he would follow me on the bus and just make sure I was okay. And I don't know if you've ever been really, really sick in your life and you feel kind of hopeless and you got somebody who's a friend that's there. That's kind of, it just made me see him differently. Like this person really cares for me. Aww. It was really a bad moment. I mean, I can tell you guys now that is over. I was really, really sick.
I would never see it in a million years.
Everyone says...
All right, enough of that. Let me say this. Do I believe Birdman is traditional? Yes, he's from the South. A lot of, they used to be traditional. I don't know what these churn doing in 2025, but they used to be traditional. I believe he's traditional, and I believe that he's a different person to the person that he's in love with or the person that, I don't think people are who they persona is all the time. But that ain't what Miss T said. Girl, Miss T called him everything but the child of God. But again, everybody have different experiences with the people or whatever. Toni said she been knowing that man for 20 years. He used to be following her and all of that and going over there when she had the flare-ups and all of that. And the churn, he used to ask how the churn was, how the mama was and all of that, Miss Evelyn and all of that. Go ahead on, Mama Evelyn. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think it's much I can say. Toni, they married. If y'all don't know it, they've been married, I want to say, for 8 months. They say, yeah. So they've been married for 8 months, Toni and Birdman. I don't know how long this is going to last, but I find it it's weird that in the industry, you always find that the person they end up marrying been around when they done went through husbands and children and they just waiting for their turn. It's a thing in the industry, but I don't know. Toni is in love with her man. It is what it is. I'm here for it, girl. Okay, girl. And that's just that on that. But yes, they are married. They are married and they are together. I think Miss Evelyn used to have a little taste every now and again. I think Miss Evelyn used to do a little taste. She thought, just drinking a little glass of wine wasn't gonna you know what I'm saying, wasn't gonna hurt her. I think she just, back then used to just a little taste like this. This used to be Miss Evelyn, but with the Pinot Grigio. Oh, it's just a little. It won't hurt. And then here come bald head Toni. Who knows? Amina, thank you for the super chat. Says, y'all, I used to work for the NAACP when Beyonce gave the Be Good grant. She came to our building, national, not local. Shorty's Brett was hitting that falsetto. Also, she gave to black businesses that didn't exist. What? She was down there giving a fake black businesses to putting that money back in her pocket. I can't believe that. No, I can believe it. I told y'all want to hey, it's for tax purposes. You the audit person, you know what I'm talking about. Man, listen. That's a shame. That is a shame. Let's move on. They married, y'all. Oh yeah, somebody did put it in the chat. So apparently she filed for divorce recently. Toni, she filed for divorce and then took it back. I don't know what that's about, but it is what it is. Now we got to get on this Brit Eady and Kenya Moore situation. Y'all get the likes up. Now, before we get to the Brit Eady and Kenya Moore situation, let me say this. Not even before. Let's get to it. Nene posted a video that I thought was very interesting. Nene posted a very interesting video that I need to show y'all, because this is why it is important that I told y'all the reason why these shows are so successful at creating these horrible environments for these girls and doing the things that they're doing for these girls is because that they're able to keep these girls on each other, like opposite of each other. They're able to keep them beefed out and basically on some house field Negro stuff. Basically, is what it is. So Nene Leakes reposted this video. This is a video of Kenya Moore doing an interview after Nene was let go. Take a listen to what Nene Leakes or what Kenya was saying about Nene when Bravo let her go. Now, Nene reposted it, right? It said the message is very clear with the light eyes, with the big eyes. Let's see what Kenya said when Bravo let Nene go.
Means that the network is sending you a message. You're not as important as you think you are. The message is very clear. Either the network feels that you're still a valuable asset on the show, or they don't, and you're replaced or phased out, and you just have to move on. Clearly means that the network.
Now, I told y'all this yesterday when we were talking about Portia at the dollhouse, when we were talking about Portia basically adding flames to the fire by coming on here saying stuff like, oh, Brit was underage when she posted those photos. Let's really be clear about this. I told you this yesterday. I said, honestly, I can't say that if the shoe was on the other foot, Kenya would not have done it to Portia. Now, again, I don't think that what Portia did was right. I think that what Portia did or is doing is wrong because it's very, very serious, the allegations that she's coming forward with. But ultimately, these girls are dirty and they play real dirty. Now, I was told back in the Gap when Nene, before all this happened, she went to the girls to try to get them on one page so that they can band together and go against the network, and none of the girls wanted nothing to do with it. Even Baritone Burris was up there talking about, I don't have no pay issue problems. No, I don't have pay issue problems. I get paid really good. I don't understand why other people having issues. Now her ass is fired too, and OLG is closed and should be sued. This is what I'm talking about. All this one up on each other, and this is one of the main reasons why us as Black Americans can't get into it or get to where we need to be, because we so busy ready to put our foot on the next person's neck, even at the behest of our own selves. Because guess what? There's an old saying, what's good for the goose is good for the gander, meaning if it happened to me, it's only a matter of time before it happens to you, duck, duck, goose. And that's the thing. They treat Black housewives differently from the other housewives. We know that. But we have the power. Without the Black housewives, there would be no Housewives franchise today. Because I'm telling you, I was there when Real Housewives of Orange County started. Was it Orange County? That was the original one. Wasn't nobody really checking for that. I was checking for it because I'm a reality TV show connoisseur. I am a guru. There's a reason why my page says reality TV queen or something I put up there. I checks for stuff like this. Wasn't nobody really for sure. Like people was watching it, but it wasn't like that. The Real Housewives franchise did not take off until Nene leaked in the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I'm telling you what I know. I was there. I literally was there. The Real Housewives franchise did not soar until the Atlanta franchise came along. Period. Point blank. Okay? Now, don't get me wrong. Jersey came behind them and did their 1-2s. They did. Jersey did come behind them and get their 1-2s. But everybody in their mode, including the Jersey girls, the New York girls, everybody was tuning in to see what was happening on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Now, why is this important? Having that leverage. Listen. This is why thinking long-term is always better than thinking emotionally and being reactive. Having that leverage during the time in which Nene came to them girls and was like, listen, we need to go up to the station and we need to demand this, demand that, do whoop-de-whoop. Them girls could have changed the whole trajectory of how they treat the Real Housewives of all of these people. But they didn't, because everybody was worried about their own pocket. And this is why when one get fired, you got Candy saying her 1-2s about him. You got Kenya saying her 1-2s about him. Now Kenya, your ass fired, and people saying they 1-2s about you. It's just an ongoing cycle, but you missed the mark when you didn't take an opportunity that you had that most other girls. Listen, Jersey couldn't have made the impact that Atlanta would have made if they had banded together during the time in which they were asked to come together. I'm telling you what I know. Without Atlanta, all of them franchise would have went to the shits. I was there. I'm telling you what I know. I was studying this shit before I even realized why I was studying this shit. Atlanta franchise had all of the cards in their pockets, but they didn't capitalize because Black people love infighting. Everything is a competition. There can only be one. I want to be the middle peach. And this is where we are. So now the tables have turned. Kenya is your turn. And now Nene is playing your words to come back to bite you. Okay? Let's just really be clear about that. Kenya got some shit with her a lot of times. She do. Now she around here with tape on her mouth, duct tape talking about justice for Kenya. That don't go like that, Kenya. That literally does not go like that. You did what you did. Stand on it. If you feel like the offense was worse than the reaction that you had, just stand in that. It ain't no justice for Kenya. It is what it is. You did it. Nobody made you go ruin your whole grand opening to come on here and drag that lady like that. You did what you did. Stand on it. Ain't no justice for Kenya. It just is what it is. I'm not saying Kenya wrong for responding the way she responded. It's up to Kenya to respond the way she responded. My thing with Kenya is stand on your square. You did what you did. You said what you said. 10 toes is all we got after that. I just want to add that piece in and let this be a lesson to Black people, period. I don't care if you Black American, Caribbean, African, let this be a lesson to Black people, period. The reason that this enemy has been able to be so successful is not because they're powerful. They are not powerful. They're not smart. They're not intelligent. They're conniving and cunning. And they understand divide and conquer is the only way to get these Negroes apart. Make one of them feel like they better than the other one, or treat one of them a little. It's that same Sambo house field Negro shit. It's the same shit, just replayed out in different scenarios. If you make one of them feel like they better than the other ones, or you give them more than the other ones are getting, you are shooting to make sure that nothing else goes their way. You're gonna keep them divided, and that's how the Real Housewives and other entities at your job, at your church, all of this stuff. That's how they've been able to be successful. It's not that they're this great. It's just that you are this stupid. You get it? We give them too much power. They're not that smart. They just able to tap into our emotions and use them against us. It has worked like a charm since the beginning of their time here. Period, point blank. Now, speaking of justice for Kenya, here come Brit putting 20 on 10, talking about, I couldn't get out of bed. You don't understand. I was so devastated. And let me call cap on you right quick, Brit. And I'm going to tell you why I'm calling cap on Brit. Bitch, was you stuck in bed when you put him out the first time? When it first came out the first time, was you stuck in bed when it was pressing record? This is another lesson in stand on your shit. You did what you did. You stood on it. Keep standing on it. Now you on an apology tour talking about Kenya owe you an apology because when she showed it, you couldn't get out of bed for days and you needed therapy. Did you need therapy when you were sucking the dick? I don't care about what she said to Kenya. Did you need therapy when you were sucking the dick? If you didn't need therapy, then why do you need it now? It's cap. It's all lies in cap. Y'all got to see the play. Girl, I don't want to hear none of that ugly ass shit talking about, oh, because I needed so much therapy. I was so devastated. Girl, if you don't carry your lying ass on somewhere else.
It's survival. Survival. I guess somebody lied. Smells like somebody lied.
It was all a lie. Guys, it was all a lie. She lied.
This is a real question. Because this is my thing. Kenya shouldn't have did it. I'm not saying that Kenya's right for what she did. I'm not saying Kenya wrong. I wasn't the one getting threatened with whips and blickies. But what I'm saying for Kenya is you did what you did, stand on your square and move on. To Brit, it's the same thing. You did what you did. If you didn't need the therapy when it came out the first time, why you all of a sudden need therapy now? Y'all got to stop letting them people press record and sucking your dick. Because I'm pretty sure if somebody would have tried to go to Brit at the time she was sucking the D and say, hey, Brit, I don't think this is a good look. Please don't do this. Don't record it. I'm pretty sure this would have been Brit's reaction.
Yeah. Hey, you get your fucking hands off me.
Hey, Brit, I really don't think you should do this. This is going to come back to bite you in the ass. This Brit.
Yeah. Hey, you get your fucking hands off me.
I'm tired, y'all. I'm tired at this point. Because now she done went overboard, okay? Now let's get into what she had to say. Now again, I don't condone revenge, P. I wouldn't do it. But I'm just saying, shit, let's call a spade at this point. Let's get into it.
You don't understand. Like, all of the therapy, I had Post-it notes. Just like the girl from Real Housewives of Potomac, I had so many Post-it notes all over the house. I didn't sleep or eat for days. My husband wouldn't touch me.
Shut your ass up, bitch.
I did something that I wish I could take back, but what she did was a million times worse. So there's no way you can go around and play the victim now. I mean, I did some things myself that, of course, I'm going to take accountability for that, I should have done. But outside of that, I really had an opportunity to really get to know the ladies.
Then they kept sending me information. That's some nasty work.
You left.
Yeah.
Before this went down. So what was your reaction when you found out what happened?
I couldn't believe it because I came in there wanting to be apologetic and give her flowers. And I gave her a nice card where I wanted her to read it. And I left. And just to know that everybody started screaming, and I heard the commotion of everybody like running out of the door. And I'm like, what's happening? What's happening? And Kelly was just like, you'll never believe this woman put poster boards of the most nastiest, vile things ever. I mean, she came from my marriage. She called me, all types of very nasty names. And she showed I did something.
Can I say this before we move to the next slide? Brit, you came on that show thirsting like a vampire for Kenya's attention. You know Kenya's past, and I'm not giving Kenya no pass, but you know how Kenya is. You know how hard she goes. You was so disrespected because of the fact that Kenya paid you dust that it literally bothered you. You have a problem. You need to go see somebody. I don't know what it was about Kenya that you just had to get some sort of acknowledgement. I don't know what it was, but whatever it was, that Kenya had a chokehold on you. Your whole entire presence on this show has been about you running behind Kenya. And I'm telling you, from a viewer standpoint, you look sick. You look like something is wrong with you. It's almost like you poke the bear, then get mad when he take your head off. You ask for a lot of the things. I don't think she deserves to have the revenge piece. That's not what I'm saying. But she kept poking and poking and poking and poking. Can you say something?
Say something nice to me. Kenya, I bought you flowers.
I'm not bringing no bitch flowers after I told her I got whips and blickies. I'm not pulling up and I'm not showing up. You just had to get whatever it was you thought you needed from Kenya. And Kenya not giving you any type of time really broke you down. To the point where you couldn't even be in same settings with this girl without speaking, and the girl played you every time you spoke to her. Every single time this girl spoke to Kenya, Kenya was just like, that drove you insane. You need to go talk to somebody. You need to go talk to somebody about that. I just wanted to add that in.
Names, and she showed explicit photos. This was your big moment. So for her to use this big moment to attack me and to humiliate me, I couldn't believe it. I mean, I was in bed for days. I cried. I had to talk to a few, I had to go to therapy. And just knowing that the internet, the world, my reputation, I'm a businesswoman. So seeing all these things online, it overshadowed everything. And I couldn't believe it.
Have you talked to Kenya since?
She has not reached out to me. Actually, she blocked me. So I would have thought at the very least she would have shown some remorse, or at least, even if it wasn't a public apology to me, I thought she would have at least reached out just to show that, she's sorry. And I haven't received anything.
I'm sorry is an admission of guilt. If you guys don't know this in the chat, if you ever tell somebody you're sorry, that is an admission of guilt. If I'm Kenya, I have nothing to say to you, bitch. You might take me to court. Are you dumb? No, again, she's still looking for Kenya's validation. I don't know if she used to be a fan of Kenya. I don't know if she's always wanted to do pat. She's still looking for the validation from Kenya. Girl, a bitch couldn't tell me nothing after she done put my nudes and me sucking dick on camera. You ain't got nothing to talk to me about, bitch. Talk to my lawyer, hoe. That's all I would have. But even in this moment, she's still needing validation from Kenya. You need to go talk to somebody. You talking about you can't sleep? Bitch, that hoe got you down. Girl, please. You need to go talk to somebody, ma'am. Something is wrong with you. I don't know what it is. Something is wrong with you.
If you could talk to her, like, what would you say? You know, what would, on your side of things? Because you said you were remorseful about bringing up the pistol of it all and all that.
I should have never done that. And I make mistakes. I was in a moment, you know, I was triggered and I would see names.
Hold
on.
on.
And I would think that if we want to move forward, come to me, apologize, humble yourself, and I would be open.
That's where it go. There it go. Humble yourself. You want to feel superior. There it go. There it go. Now I got you. Say less. You want a moment to put you here and Kenya there. Humble yourself. Bitch, please. I got the way my pride set up. Come to me, apologize, humble yourself, bitch. It'll be a cold day in HE double hockey sticks before I come down there and apologize to you, bitch. Please. I did what I did. I'm standing 10 toes. It is what it is. Girl.
But that has not taken place. So I'm just disappointed how she's been handling it, being a victim, and, you know, it's just been a lot of noise. And that's why I've been quiet, because sometimes you just have to wait it out and see what people naturally do. And I'm just disappointed in her behavior. And even just, you know, she went on different shows. I apologize, but I'm the one that's owed the apology, not everyone else. And the things that she said, you know, it's there forever. And I have to live with that, with my family, with my husband, with my career. And I think at the very least, I'm owed an apology. And
you would never get an apology from Kenya. If you needed an apology to continue to live, bitch, they might as well pull a plug. I'm telling you now, Kenya will never apologize to you. Just because you want it so bad, Kenya would never apologize to you. You have a better chance of winning a scratch-off ticket, bitch. Kenya is not gonna apologize to you. I'm telling you now. Do I think what Kenya did was wrong? Yes. I don't believe in posting people's stuff. But for you to get on here and be like, oh, now I have to live with this with my family, my husband, my kids. Your husband didn't know you was a hoe before you met him? Because the first thing you did when you came on here was talk about how you was a video vixen in high school. Where was your mama? Where was your mama? Brit gotta go. Brit gotta go. And let me tell you why I said Brit gotta go. Girl, you bring nothing, you have nothing. I believe your husband is your gay best friend. You don't give us nothing. There's no substance to you, no storyline. You do have a storyline. Your sister can't stand your husband and you all up his ass. That's a storyline. Instead of focusing on that, you running behind here, running up Kenya's ass. Girl, you could go. Pack your bags, fat. You could go. You could go. Life would be better if we didn't even know you. I'm going to be completely honest. If we never met Brit Eady, I think everybody would be just fine. Remember we talked about it yesterday with Relly B from Where the Money Resides. When he missed his opportunity at Netflix, your reputation precedes you. That means the things you've done in the past will be used to judge you in your present and your future. With that being said, girl, you came on here bragging about being this, that, and the third video vixen. I dated Rick Ross. I did this, that, and the third. You had to know the people was going to go digging. If Kenya didn't do it, we was going to find it. Welcome to the party. You're late. Girl. Brit, please. I just want you to get off the show. I just want you to get off the show. This not for you, fat. This not cut for you. Your husband act like he don't like you. Your mama act like she like your husband. Just go ahead on clock out, fat. Just clock out, fat. Just go ahead on clock out and we can move on with this. We can move on with our lives and everything will be a-okay. If you could just go ahead on clock out and go on about your way, baby. Girl, ain't nobody trying to hear that. Ain't nobody trying to hear that with Brit. Literally. Nobody's trying to hear it. Like, it's annoying at this point. Now you going on. Both of y'all playing victim, and both of y'all need to stop. You ain't no victim. Kenya ain't no victim. That's my take on it. And both of y'all ass should have been fired. Kenya should have been fired for doing the revenge piece, and you should have been fired for talking about you got blickies and whips. And what was you planning on doing with the whips anyway? I'm still of confusion on that part. Whips and blickies, I done heard of whips. I done owned a couple myself. But I ain't never been in beef with a bitch and say I got whips and blickies. What was you trying to do? Kuta Kente, Kenya? What was the point of the whips with the blickies? This is a real question. Whips and blickies. Girl. The hell is you talking about? Whips and blickies. Both of y'all ass should have been fired. If you ask me, I think Kenya and your ass should have been fired. You should have got fired first, and Kenya should have got fired second, and then we all be sitting here looking crazy. Oh, and by the way, Bravo, I already told y'all niggas, count your days, Real Housewives. I hadn't reviewed you Negroes in seasons because y'all hadn't been talking about nothing. Portia ain't got no storyline. She over there trying to make do with a fake beef with Drew crazy ass. If Phaedra don't come back here and stir up some more mess, this your last leg, Real Housewives of Atlanta. If Phaedra don't come back and stir up some real shit, Real Housewives of Atlanta, I'm gonna need y'all to clock out at this point. Clock out. I'm telling you now. Phaedra is your last leg. I hope she come back with a big one. I don't know what she gonna do, what happened, but I'm just saying, count your days, RHOA. Let the Clears hold it down. Let the Clears hold down the Housewives franchise, and we know that ain't gonna last long, because ain't none of you bitches really identify with no new Luann de Lesseps. Y'all remember when Housewives of New York came on and it was a bunch of old rich white women with crow's feet that had princes and all of that? Girl, we was like, who is this? Now, don't get me wrong, I watched about a season and a half, but then after that, I was like, this ain't for me. This ain't for me. Shit. You want to spice up, give it a little razzle-dazzle? Bring back Kenya and Baritone Burris. Make her come back. She need money anyway. Every man, oh, smokestack lightning. Make her come back. She need money. Them people suing her and all of that. Call and say, pack your bags fat. Come on back to the show. You got to come back. You want to live or you want to go home? You want to go to jail or you want to go home? Okay? She gonna come. She don't hold no cards. How Trump told that dude over in that other president, I forget his name. You don't hold the cards. Right now, she don't hold the cards. She desperate. Tell her you're gonna sign her to another baritone deal. Tell her you're gonna reopen biscuits, bullets, and ballistics and baritones. Add a baritone to it. Add a baritone to it. I'm waiting on Basketball Wives too. I'm gonna see what they saying over there. I'm gonna see what the Basketball Wives saying over there. She don't have the cards. She don't have the cards. La. She don't have the cards. She desperate. Call Baritone back over here. Get her back on here. Get her and let Phaedra ask her, girl, so tell the truth. Was you really gonna go down there? Get Portia up there too. Get her high booty ass up there. Get Portia, Phaedra in Baritone, and get Portia to ask Baritone, now tell the truth. Was you really gonna drug me and take you and Todd with your two big old heads and take me down to that basement and take me up through there? Tell the truth. Don't lie. Hold your face up. Let them see you. Yeah, when she getting ready to answer, I need the cameras to zoom in on her face. You feel what I'm saying? So because we need to see it in her eyes. We need to see, because she just cried last time and she got away with it because she started crying. And people was like, oh my God, this is so horrible. No, fat, we done recovered this time. Next time when y'all ask her, get the camera to zoom in and make her hold her face up like Maxine did that man.
Look them in the eye. Come on, hold your face up. Look at them. Let them see you. This is him. Tim, look at it. What's your name? Tell us your name. Give me that ID again.
Giving you the ID, I showed it to you.
So what?
I showed you the ID.
You do what?
I showed you the ID.
Could you let me see the ID again? Huh?
No.
No? Will someone else ask him for the ID? Will you ask him for it? He won't let me see it again. You didn't see it. You didn't see it. They didn't see it.
You don't understand. I already addressed it. When did you address it? I didn't say it. I didn't say it. Hold your face up. Let him see it. Because I didn't say it. You didn't address it. Get her back on here. She desperate. Andy. Call me Andy. I get baritone. We'll go get Don Wine over there with his Eddie Pern. We'll go get Don Wine and the Eddie Pern. Get him on the ones and twos. After we get him on the ones and twos, we get him to get baritone Burris on the ones and twos. But see how we gonna get her? We gonna tell her that they want Escape to sing at the Super Bowl. We gonna tell them Jay-Z on the line. We want Escape to get on there and yodel for the Super Bowl. By the time she pick up the phone, because she gonna run to the phone. She gonna run to the arms of the phone that got the Jay-Z people on there. She gonna run to the phone, and by the time she do that, say, I need Andy on to say, gotcha, bitch. Get your ass down to the studio in 20 minutes. Damn, there you go. There you go. There you go. Now, I'm telling you how to do it. I'm telling you how to do it. I'm just saying. That's the only way you're going to get her. That's the only way you're going to get her. Tell her Jay-Z said that they have a segment on the next Super Bowl and everybody just couldn't wait to hear this one part. Every man. Say it was popular demand. Everybody in their money voted. Tell them they had a round table meeting. Tell Candy this. They had a round table meeting and everybody said with this portion of the halftime show, we have to get a baritone singer. And then somebody suggested baritone Burris and they needed her on here to say, every man wants a woman where him and her could just go. Hey. That's when you tell her that. She gonna run to the phone. She gonna be down there in 2 minutes. She gonna stop whatever she doing. She gonna lead a play and come down there, and then you got her. Once you get it in there, it just is what it is. You ain't got to worry about nothing else. She desperate. You know what I'm saying? Just that's the only way I'm dealing with Real Housewives of Atlanta again. And I said what I said. Okay? I'm tired of this shit. Miss Finesse, thank you for the super chat. Says, this why I don't feel bad for Kenya. If she really had an issue, she could have made noise, but she wanted to maintain a relationship with Bravo. Absolutely. That's what it was all about. Maintaining money in your own pocket. Mm-hmm. Miss Finesse, thank you for the super chat. Says, money is the motive. They're run by fame and money. Facts. That's what this is all. It's selfishness, money, and fame. That's what it's all about. Sassy Brown, thank you for the super chat. How you spell HELL and say bitch in the same sentence? Girl, see, I have a special relationship with God. He understands. It's different for me. Danica Tate, thank you for the super chat. Kenya said it like Tiffany P. I'm not apologizing to that old bitch, and she shouldn't. Shout out to Tiffany Pollard, and she shouldn't. Shout out to New York, and she shouldn't. Miss Finesse, thank you for the super chat. I'm really ready for reality TV to head in a different direction. These dark storylines are tired. Where is Flavor Flav? You know, it's funny you say that. It's funny you say that because that's the reason why Drewski's show could have been love. Not could have been love. Was that the name of the show? Yeah. Could have been love. That's the reason why that show did so well. People are tired of going on this reality show. Yes, we want drama, of course. Yes, we want to see somebody swing, of course. But there's a balance that you have to have. There's a balance. And the fact of the matter is, Flavor Flav was a relief. When we used to gather around the TV, when Flavor of Love came on, when I tell you we wanted to see the drama, but it was funny. It was like, It was a thing. Don't nobody want to be sitting around here worrying about who going to jail in prison. You see what I'm saying? It's cool to an extent, but you got to have a balance. When that clear woman spit on New York, and New York went and grabbed her. Don't get me wrong. I wanted New York to not only grab her, I wanted her to grab her with this hand and take this hand and get the, you feel what I'm saying? But New York, you know, she not like that. So I took what I could take, but that was a real situation. Okay. So with that being said, it's too dark. Ain't nobody trying to hear all that ugly ass shit they got going on right now. My babies. Girl, nobody want to hear that shit. I'm telling you, they do have to take. That's why I Could Have Been Love did the way that it did. Y'all think I'm crazy. I know I've been doing this shit since the beginning of reality TV. This is why Could Have Been Love was so successful. People tired of everything being so serious. Everything so emotion driven, evoking emotions on people. People tired of that. Girl, with that being said, I'm about to get up off of here. What's Cynthia's storyline? Girl, Cynthia don't have no storyline. All Cynthia got is high ponytails and high cheekbones. And she getting on my nerves with that at this point. I don't want Cynthia tight-faced ass on here with the cheeks of Ronald McDonald talking this, that, and the third. She don't have no storyline. She need to go back and find her a new man. Go get Peter or something. With that being said, I'm off of this bitch. I'll see y'all on the next one Monday. Catch me for Educational Friday. Saturday, I'll be back here to Joce at the Dollhouse. Bye, y'all. I'm off of here.
Can you hear me now? Oh, let's go. It's your boy Big Chew, the voice of the beat. You know what I want? Blaze up. Come on, blaze up.
It's the beat for me.
Wow, 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 wow. For your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we love. For your boy. Also for your boy. Fix it for your boy. Drop it for your,
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.